Good morning, guys. It looks like we're going to be having a bit of a rainy day. Yesterday wasn't so bad, but I thought it was going to be worse yesterday, so I didn't vlog because I was afraid that I would lose power. Didn't happen, but today I'm a little bit more concerned, but let's just start vlogging. If it happens, it happens. I have a bunch of just tiny little projects around the house and the studio that I want to work on. The first one I need to do is actually in my way because I was working on something during the weekend and I constantly need to keep moving this out of my way because it's so large and I just need to get it out of the way so we can work on the other stuff. So let me show you what it is. So over the weekend I decided to repaint this old mirror that I have. I've had this for a very long time. I just couldn't bear to throw it away because it's from my childhood room, and I decided to repaint the frame. So it's all taken apart right now. We need to put it together. But I redid the black paint because I had it kind of a more flat black and I went with more of a metallic, and then I kind of brushed over it with some bronze, and then I added these cool splattering effects just in random spots to kind of make it look interesting. So I'm going to assemble this, and I don't think we'll get to hang it yet because I'm not sure if I can find the studs, plus this is really heavy, and if I don't find the studs it's going to fall right off of the wall. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to wipe off the mirror because I've been moving it constantly. It's got fingerprints everywhere, and then we're going to put it together. It's too big to really fit on my desk. I mean, I could try. So we might have to put it together on the floor. The only thing that I still want to do to this is there's a spot on it, and I highly doubt it'll even show up on camera, but there's a spot on the glass where it looks like someone, when someone else owned it, almost wiped it too hard where they scratched the glass. And again, it doesn't look that bad, but I would like to cover it up with something. But I don't know what. I was thinking some of the gold splatter on the glass would look cool, but I'm afraid to mess it up, so I kind of want to mess around with a way of doing that, and then maybe gluing it on instead of just doing it directly on the mirror. That way, if it doesn't look good, I don't have to put it on the glass. If you're wondering where I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to put this over my desk in there, and I'll make it kind of look more like a vanity type area. It's just kind of a little bit empty and boring around my desk right now, and I kind of want to fill the space a bit. So I was thinking, oh, this will work. I'll kind of make it look cool. I'm debating on pinning my hair up because it's so fluffy right now. It's kind of bugging me. Okay, that's better. That was driving me nuts. Okay, I'm going to see if it fits on my desk, because then it won't be weird for us to be on the floor. If not, we'll just do this on the floor. Okay, yeah, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to do it on the floor. Honestly, this would be an awkward project no matter where we do it. I need to be really careful. This glass freaks me out. I'm going to get fingerprints on it, even though I just cleaned it. But the edges are kind of sharp. I don't want to get cut. Go. Okay. Now debating on just screwing it together because it had these weird pieces. So it has these weird little diamond things, and these were kind of used to hold the cardboard in place, and then the other layer was put over it. But I really don't think they're necessary. And when I opened this up to take the glass out and paint the frame, most of these had fallen out and were just kind of stuck back there. So I think I'm going to avoid doing these and just screw everything together. Okay, got it all put together, and now I can get it out of the way. The only problem is I do think those little diamond things were needed because the mirror inside is kind of wiggly. But I don't want to take it back apart right now, so I think what I'm going to do is just get it out of the way. I'm going to keep those diamond things, and then later on tonight I'll take it back apart. I just want it out of the way so we can get some work done today. So it still looks really good. I can't wait to hang it up. Once I have it hung up, I'll make sure to show you guys pictures, but right now nothing is the way I want it. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the bedroom and out of the way. Okay, so now that that is done and out of the way for now, the first thing I want to do is I want to do a little bit more work on the starry dragon that I've been kind of slowly doing. Pretty much today we're just going to be slowly doing little bits of all the other projects that I have going on. So for this, I decided I wanted to give it kind of a black mane around the base of the head. But I also want to add like a little bit of the blue to it. So I'm going to get some yarn and we're basically going to cut out the shape of the mane and we're going to sew in bits of yarn. And I really don't have a blue that like works perfectly with it, but I do have this and it's a little bit darker, but I think it'll kind of still tie everything together. So I need to get the pattern for the neck and figure out how wide this needs to go. And then we can cut it out and add the yarn. Okay, so this would be, I think I just want this much, pretty much. So, it's almost the perfect size. But yeah, I know I had my little work area in the bedroom set up already, but I just am not happy with it, and I don't end up going back there and editing. So I'm trying to change it up again and just make it look a little bit more cozy. I think it's just because it's kind of cold back there and a little too quiet for my taste, so I need to just make it a little bit more comfortable. That's why I was thinking, oh, let's just like make it more cozy. Add some things that I'm more familiar with, because the bedroom right now is just kind of one of those like rooms. You always have one of those rooms where you just can't tie it together and it bugs you like crazy. The bedroom is ours. I just can't figure out how to make it more put together. But yeah, I want to eventually get the bedroom looking cute, but it's really hard. Also, it doesn't help that most of the furniture in there is just like all mismatched. Well, most of our furniture is mismatched, but it's really mismatched in there. And that's because like it hasn't been replaced from when we actually originally moved out. It's just kind of like what we found, what we were given, and yeah. Also, I find it really hard to decorate entire rooms. I've discovered it's kind of easier for me to decorate rooms corner by corner and work my way out. That's kind of how I've done the living room / dining room. That's kind of more of my painting room. I think I'm doing pretty good for this space that we have. We don't really have a large apartment. Here we go. I'm not sure how much I want. I want it kind of fluffy, so I'm going to do a decent amount. It's not like I use my yarn a lot, so if I waste some of it, it's not too big of a deal. Some of this is really old. It's from back when I used to crochet and stuff, and I just don't do that anymore. I don't have the patience anymore for it. So at least I'm using it, or attempting to use it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut tiny little holes, pick like 1, 2 of these, tie them up, and then just sew them in place where they're sticking out on the fur side. So I'm just going to do that, see what we get. I'll probably try like one small section, peek at it, and if I like it, I'll continue doing the same pattern. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. It might be hard to see on camera because of all the dark colors. They just kind of blend together, but I really like how it looks. It's really like fluffy and full, and I didn't even use that much yarn. I need to do this more. Actually, there's another yarn I really want to do it with. I found it when I was looking for that one. And it's really thin, but it's like pink, and it's like glittery. So I need to figure out what I want to do this with. I know one of you guys suggested doing a space or alien themed dragon, and I definitely am going to be doing that, so maybe this could be thrown into the mix. Because I was going to use these green horns, and I think this pink and green would look really cool together. Also, I have another thing that I want to experiment with for that specific piece, and I need to see if it'll actually work first. If it does, it'll look really cool. If not, we'll do something else with it. But yeah, I think I'm going to take a little break, make some food, and then we'll figure out what else we want to start on. I know we are going to be doing resin, but we'll probably wait till the end of the vlog for that, just so I don't have to worry about fur getting into it since we have been working with that. So I think I'm going to heat up some fish. I have like 2 of these left. I'm going to heat this up, and then I think I want some peas and carrots, but I don't have any like frozen carrots or canned carrots, so I'm going to cut some fresh ones up and boil them and then cook them with the peas. I normally would eat rice, but the rice that I got I just haven't been enjoying, and I don't know, my stomach's been kind of so I want to eat just some veggies and fish. So I'm gonna take this. Okay, so the next things that I want to work on are going to be for our fox spirits. Let me show you what I've got so far, because we were working on the ears for the listener, and I've got those all kind of put together. I do need to shave all of the extra fur in between the ears, but I'm going to wait until I have the body put together for that. Go. And then I did the tail, and I did add ears to it, and again, I will have to shave all the excess fur, so that way you can see them better, but I figured I'd have it like that. I figured it looked kind of interesting. And I want to now start on the Watcher's tail, which is the one that'll have all the extra eyes and stuff. So I had one of you guys, or maybe multiple, I don't know, I can't remember, but I did have the suggestion to add peacock feathers, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to mix the fox with a albino peacock. So I'm going to cut out some felt pieces that will work as our feathers. I figured we use felt ones because it'd be more durable and I don't have to worry about the feathers getting damaged. Because peacock feathers, even though they're really pretty, most feathers are very fragile when you add them to art dolls. So this is the tail right now. I have it opened and I don't think I need it to be open, but we're going to wait till we put everything together before I close it off, just in case. So I have a large feather pattern. Try that again. Okay. So I have a large feather pattern, and then I have a smaller one. And these larger ones I'm going to put eyes on. So I have this one mold that I used to make eyes with. I still do every now and again, but I've got so many extras I haven't done it in a while. But I want to use this and make some eyes to go onto these. So when we get to the resin at the end of the day, that's what we're going to work on. But right now I'm going to cut out a bunch of felt feathers. So most of my white felt are just scrap pieces from other projects. I'm going to go through this and see how many big feathers we can get first. And then I'm going to make a ton of little ones. I got some gray. I was thinking it might be a good color, but I really want to stick with as much white as possible with this piece. Okay, so I got everything cut out. I got a decent amount. I didn't want to do too many, but I also didn't want to do just like 7 of them or something. So I think this will be good. Okay, so the resining that we're going to be doing is we need to make the little black domes. I'm going to use black eyes for our Watcher. I think I'm just going to use 3 because I noticed that the felt that I used, 3 of them are really thick on the large feathers and the other ones aren't so thick. So I think what we'll do on those is we'll probably just draw them on with my fabric markers, and if we have a few that are extra detailed, it'll kind of give the illusion that all of them are detailed. So I need to do that, and then I want to mess around with the resin for my mirror. Like I said, I wanted to do something to go over that spot that has the scratch. So I'm thinking I can mix up a mica powder that's very similar to the paint that I used on the mirror, and I could make something out of resin on my tin foil, and then I could peel it off after it's hardened, and then I can glue it onto the glass. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Do I want to do paint splatters, or do I want to have like a word or a symbol? That's my hard point. Anyways, while I'm doing that, I am going to mix up my resin. Okay, so I think I've got it all mixed up, and I'm going to add my gold mica powder. I'm thinking just doing the splattering will be just fine. I don't want to go super detailed, I guess, because I really can't think of anything that I would like to like draw on it word-wise. I mean, if I don't like how the splatter looks, since it's not connected to the mirror, I don't have to worry about like hating it. I could just not add it to the mirror. So there is that kind of plus. I'll do that, see if I like it. If I don't use it. So this part's going to be very abstract and just random. I don't know if I'll like it. But what I'm trying to picture is, like, say the edge of the mirror is here where I have paint already. I want to have it look like it goes like that. So, let's see what we get. Then of course we can have like extra blotches. I'm trying to vaguely remember like how large the one spot is I want to cover. That looks pretty good. I'll move everything around. It'll settle as I go, so I'm just going to kind of move it and adjust the shape, make it look a little bit more jagged. I definitely think I might have to paint over this a second time with the paint that I used to have it match, because it just doesn't look as nice as I'd want it to. Okay, so I got all my resin poured. I've got our little splatter that can go in the mirror. I do think I will have to paint this. It just doesn't look like the paint. I tried to match it with the mica powder, but it just doesn't look right. So we'll paint it and see if it looks okay. And I might also continue to move it around a little bit, because I don't know if I like the shape. It's still moving around on its own, because it's kind of trying to flatten out. So, I don't know. And then I got all the little black eyes. I know I said I needed 3, but I made some extra just in case. Oh, since I'm already here, I'll show you guys these. I made these in hopes of using them for the star dragon. So I really like how they look. They're a little hairy, but I have some glitter and mica powder basically in them, and they don't really match the blue, but also the blue on the mane doesn't really match the other blue, so having them stand out a little bit more wouldn't hurt. So I think I'll end up using a pair of those for the eyes, maybe more. I don't know. I don't know if I'll have a 4-eyed dragon for the star dragon. Okay guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. It's been quite a busy, long day. I think we got a decent amount of little things done. Hopefully we can start actually finishing up some pieces, but I have so many going on right now, it's really hard to like just lock down with one project. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!